Ontario starting the week off under a province-wide shutdown for at least the next 4 weeks. The latest move is in an effort to keep the third wave under control. This comes as the province reported the highest new case numbers since mid-January, with over 3,000 new cases both Friday and Saturday. Because of the holiday, Ontario will release 2 days worth of data today for Sunday and Monday. The latest restrictions went into effect over the weekend and include a ban on indoor and outdoor dining. Non-essential businesses can stay open at 25% capacity. And we now know who will act as the new head of Ontario's vaccine task force. Dr. Homer Tien, the CEO of Orange Air Ambulance, is taking the lead at the province transitions to phase 2 of its vaccine rollout campaign. He takes over from retired General Rick Hillier, whose term ended on March 31st. Tien has been part of the task force since it was first created and has been instrumental in the vaccine rollout in Northern Ontario's Indigenous communities. Tien's term expires on August 31st. More adults are now able to roll up their sleeves for a COVID vaccine. Toronto residents 60 and up can now book a vaccine appointment at various clinics set up in the city. The latest mass vaccination site opens today at the Hangar in North York. Meantime, adults 55 and up can now get their first dose of an AstraZeneca vaccine at several pharmacies across Ontario. Nearly 700 pharmacies are offering the shot, but that number could climb to 1,500 by the end of April. And coming up just after 7, we'll speak to infectious diseases specialist Dr. Susie Hota. Following a brief closure, the drive-through vaccination site at Canada's Wonderland has now reopened. The site temporarily shut down last week due to a supply shortage. York Region says once supply has fully ramped up, the clinic plans to administer 1,600 shots per day. And Canada surpassing a sobering milestone over the weekend, a total 1 million confirmed COVID cases since the pandemic began.
Last wave, it was mostly elderly people who had multiple medical problems. Now, healthy people are just being struck down by this thing. And, you have no idea who it is either. Like, it could be anyone, at any age that could get sick from this. So that's new.
That is Dr. Perzada, an ICU doctor who says many of the patients during this third wave are young essential workers who need easier access to paid sick days. Canada has recorded over 23,000 deaths since the pandemic began. There are now over 56,000 active COVID cases across the country, and more than 6 million vaccines have been administered. And 2 million more vaccine doses are expected to arrive in Canada this week, including the first batch of AstraZeneca from COVAX, the initiative that aims to distribute vaccines in poorer countries. Canada has contributed $440 million to COVAX, half to secure up to 15 million doses for Canadians and half to buy for other countries. Critics call this strategy vaccine hoarding and say Canada is undermining the spirit of the COVAX initiative. And a show of solidarity for Asian Americans over the weekend as tens of thousands took to the streets of New York to protest the rise of anti-Asian hate during COVID-19. A peaceful protest, some police taking part to show their support, and over 500 groups participating. Demonstrators calling on elected officials to do more to stop the spike in hate crimes against Asian descendants. Repeated incidents involving Asian hate have been reported in New York over the past week. And to the streets now, 3 teens in serious condition in hospital this morning after falling from a 7th-floor window in Mississauga. It happened near here, Ontario and Bristol. The boys, who are all in their late teens, were rushed to hospital at around 10:30 last night. They're all expected to survive. Police say there was no party in the unit. It's not clear how they fell from the 7th floor. Fans of Schitt's Creek are abuzz after the hit Canadian show picked up 2 honors at last night's Screen Actors Guild Awards.
And the actor goes to Schitt's Creek.
Big celebrations over Zoom, the cast winning Best Ensemble, while Catherine O'Hara nabbed Best Female Actor, both in the comedy series category. We'll have more coverage of last night's SAG Awards in entertainment later on in the show.
There will be blood. You will be horror-struck.
Economists say Bay Street and Wall Street are expecting new highs on the markets today.